The queen is unsure why Heinle is so anxious, but suspects it may be due to his secret that he is the bird queen. She is intrigued by the blood relationship between Heinle and McKenna, and if becoming bird was passed down from paternal. She feels ashamed after thinking the soft body of queen. Rose asks Navier where she want to go today. Unsure of where she want to go, she asks where is her brother Kosher staying. Rose confirms that he is staying in a room for distinguished guests, and Navier decide to go there. She is excited to see her brother in the Western Kingdom. After knocking the door and no response from the outside, she decided to go to the library, but a knight appears and points at her, asking if she is Kosher. The knight's reaction is unclear, but it's clear he knows her brother. The knight apologized after Rose called him insolent and knelt no. He introduced his name as Apron and reveals he is not a royal knight and Kosher has been avoiding him for a while. The queen is thinking why her brother avoids Heinle's knight and told him that she is also looking for her brother, Kosher. Apron decided to follow them and join them while discussing his sister. Navier is suspicious if he is sent by Krista as spy. The queen finds Apron tactless, which keeps talking, and they walk down a corridor. He noticed a lady in waiting, and at that moment Sir Apron made a remark aloud, that she is a lady in waiting of Krista. Since she is unable to attend the library with a noisy knight, she decided to went back to her room. Rose asked her if she plans to increase the number of ladies in waiting. Sir Apron recommends his sister as a lady in waiting and urges her to invite her tomorrow. Apron leaves excited, while Rose warns Navier of potential problems of losing her dignity if she agreed to take Apron's sister as her lady in waiting, but she want to meet her tomorrow to judge if she fit the position. The queen meets Masta's Violet, who appears to be a knight with a careless and rude aura. Rose identifies her as Apron, but Violet seems more careless. Mastas carries a large spear behind her light purple dress, but Mastas reveals that one must always keep their weapon close. Navier asked if she has been knighted, and Mastas nodded. She also asked what a lady-in-waiting do. Navier was surprised and suspicious of Apron's motives of recommending his sister while she didn't know what are the responsibilities of a lady-in-waiting. Heinle questions who wants to be his wife lady-in-waiting. McKenna reveals that Sir Mastas is dedicated, being called Miss Mastas. Arpin and Mastas belong to the Underground Knights, formed by Heinle with his own people. Apron, the leader, and Mastas, the commander of the 2nd Division, which identity were veiled so they can go with secret missions. Heinle is doubtful of Mastas as Navier's lady-in-waiting as Mastas is known for being rough with her hands. After spending a day with Mastas, the queen was indecisive about her suitability as a lady-in-waiting. Despite her initial challenges, she was a disciplined and gentle person. After a mock high society argument, the queen decided against letting Mastas be her lady-in-waiting. Rose advised Navier not to choose Mastas and become a laughing stock due to ladies-in-waiting, especially in the current societal comparisons. The queen leave the detached palace alone, memorizing all paths and breathing the night air to calm down. She hears a fluttering sound and sees big birds flying. The bird reveals its face and feathers, confirming its queen. She observes the bird that went to the fountain, and suddenly it transformed into a man in a blink of an eye, transforming from a wet bird to a naked Heinle, causing the queen to cover her mouth to prevent a scream. She was embarrassed to see Heinle's body, especially the strange part attached to his body, which she considered huge, that huge part. She was thinking that she should be mad at Heinle for deceiving her, but was too bewildered that she couldn't even feel angry. Soviesha learns that Navier is in the Western Kingdom and laughs at the news and feels betrayed by her sudden marriage to another country's king. Soviesha, angered by Navier's actions, ordered Marquis Karl to hastify his wedding to Rashta. He intended to have his wedding before Navier's, hoping Navier would regret it when she saw his grandiose wedding. Rashta's fake parents attended her tea party. She was thinking to eliminate Ravetti, Ellen, and the Viscount's annoyance before the baby when she heard a cry from her fake mother. The nobles, believing Rashta to be Marcia's real daughter, comfort her. Rashta hesitantly hugged her fake mother and promises to find her sister. The fake mother asks if Rashta is truly going to find her sister, to which Rashta replies that she is. Rashta struggles to concentrate on a tea party after hearing the promise made to her fake mother, who bursts into tears. She takes a breather to calm her irritation. Rashta was relieved when the nobleman who mentioned her fake parents' lost daughter apologized to her and mentions Duke Elgi's name. Duke Elgi was angry on him, but Rashta felt relieved and trusted him completely. He also said that Duke Elgi seems to like Miss Rashta, but Rashta doesn't respond and blushed after hearing it. The nobleman suggests that it's easy for a charming beauty like Rashta to captivate any man's heart. After spending 2 hours in her room, Navier left to meet Heinle. Despite feeling embarrassed after thinking of Heinle's naked body, she counted to 100 before arriving at Heinle's office. She met Krista, the former queen, and they entered without conversation, and Heinle's eyes widened as they entered together. Heinle asked why they were together, and after a brief explanation, Krista asked if Heinle is really the one that will prepare for wedding. Krista suggests to leave the preparation to her as she is best suited to handle the wedding on behalf of the two, as she is the sister-in-law and former queen. Heinle hesitates to confront Krista. That's why Navier intervened and answered first and asked Heinle to follow his original plan to prepare for the wedding. Krista apologizes and she looks helpless and disappointed, and leaves the office in silence. Navier feels bad after confronting Krista. Heinle, concerned about the queen's situation, asks her to tell her sister-in-law not to visit his office. Heinle asks for help with the queen's dress, but the queen's memory of his naked body in the fountain makes her face tense. She bows her head and Heinle asks if she is angry, but she needs to remain calm. The queen is ashamed, but she didn't want Heinle's deception to continue. That's why she opened her mouth and about to ask him. But what went out from her mouth is to invite Grand Duke Capman to their wedding. Heinle's expression changes when she asks him to invite Grand Duke Capman, causing him to become rigid. Navier reveals that she and Capman had become a trade partner in the past, but was ruined by a fight between Capman and His Majesty. Heinle leads the queen to his desk and asks her to sit in a chair. She pretends to be looking out the window because she was embarrassed on Heinle's position. She suggests they can finalize the trade between Rift and the Western Kingdom. Heinle believes that if the queen has worked on it, the success are high. Heinle asks Queen to look at her and not at the window. She explained that she doesn't, avoiding his gaze. The queen and Heinle struggled to understand each other's words. She can't say that she was avoiding Heinle's lower body. He agreed to invite the Grand Duke, but parted ways without revealing their true intentions. Rose was surprised by her quick departure. Upon leaving the main palace, the queen encounters Krista standing at a corner, defending her lady and waiting from a subordinate who insulted her. Krista firmly requests that the insults not occur again, demonstrating her dignified attitude. Despite their opposite positions, Navier admires Krista's caring and protective nature. However, she answered that Sir Apron is not her subordinate, but His Majesty, and the request should be made directly to him. After encountering Krista, Navier think in a different perspective. Since Krista is a refined and regal woman, in which she already had many talented individuals by her side, she decided to ask Miss Mostas to be her lady-in-waiting, showing an adventurous spirit.